Hey there, Texas veterans. First of all, thank you for your service. So you're thinking about maybe using your well-earned VA benefits to apply for a home loan or to buy or refinance a house? Or maybe you're thinking about building a new house or remodeling your current home. Well, if that's the case, welcome to my channel, which is all about VA home loans. In this video, I'm going to dive into the many advantages of VA mortgages for veterans like you and why it can be especially rewarding right here in the Lone Star State. And stick around to the end. I'm going to share with you a consumer guide that I wrote to ensure you get the best, absolute best deal on your next VA home loan. And we're going to get after it right now. If this is the first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is about VA home loans, then subscribe below and tap the bell so you can be one of the first people in the area to know about the current market here in Austin and Central Texas. Hi, my name is Mark Harrison. I'm the owner-broker with Texas Mortgage Source. I get calls and emails every day from veterans just like you looking to make a move to Central Texas area, and I absolutely love it. So whether you're making a move in a month or 1 year, give me a call, shoot me a text, or maybe send me an email so we can explore the best loan programs for you. And as a mortgage broker since 1985, I've helped hundreds of veterans and their families around Texas to relocate to Austin area and to purchase the home of their dreams, and I'd love to help you as well. So today we're going to be talking about something that honestly sounds too good to be true. It's how to buy a house with zero down payment. And just so we're clear here right up front, this is not for everyone, but for the right people, especially VA buyers, it can be one of the most powerful benefits you'll ever use as part of your VA package. So have you ever said to yourself, I'd love to buy a home, but I don't have a big down payment? Some people think they have to have 20% down, and that's just a myth. Or maybe you said, I'm just tired of renting, but I don't see how I can get ahead. This video is going to be for you. Let's slow this down a little bit. Walk through it step by step, and by the end, you'll know exactly how zero down home buying actually works, and where it's going to be right for you. Now, before we go any further, let me say this. There are two types of people watching this video right now. The first type is just curious. They're just playing around on YouTube, came across the video. And you're thinking, I just want to understand some options. The second type is going to be probably frustrated. You're thinking, I'm doing everything right and still I'm kind of feeling stuck in this apartment. If you're either one of those two, you're in the right place. And just out of curiosity, how important is it that you stop paying rent and start building something of your own? That's the question I want everybody to be thinking about who's renting. What does zero down really means? So let's start with the basics, because zero down gets misunderstood all the time. When people hear zero down, they assume it's risky, gimmicky, or full of fine print. That's simply not true. The good news is, with a VA home loan, zero down is not about a loophole. It's a benefit you've already earned in your service. Zero down simply means you don't have to bring a traditional down payment like most people, like 5% down, 10% down, or maybe 20% to the table. You're still qualifying based on income, and you're still buying responsibly. You're just not draining your savings to do it. And how would you like to feel if you could buy a house, keep all of your cash in the bank instead of hand it over to a lender at closing? Well, that's why VA home loans allow zero down payment, and they have since World War II, so a long time this program's been around. This is where VA loans are different and better than most people realize. VA loans are backed by the Department of Veteran Affairs. That backing reduces the risk to lenders, which allows them to offer benefits like zero down payment, no monthly mortgage insurance payment, and very, very competitive interest rates, usually below market, and more flexible guidelines as far as credit scores. So in plain English, the VA says, hey, veterans shouldn't have to jump through all the same hoops as everybody else. And I'm not sure this is for you, but if you've served your country, this benefit exists specifically to help you transition into civilian life with stability and opportunity. So let's be honest, zero down is amazing, but it's not automatically the best choice for everyone. Usually it is, but there are some exceptions. Again, there's two types of people. Buyers who want to preserve cash, get out of renting, buy sooner rather than later, or keep their savings for emergencies or home improvements. Zero down could be the perfect fit for you. The number two type of buyer that I see all the times who have tons of cash or have lots of cash, whether in retirement or in the bank, they want the lowest possible down payment or very conservative financially. They may choose to put money down, and that's okay too. But just imagine there's, just for a second, two buyers purchase the same home. One drains their savings for a down payment. I see that all the time as well. If you're not a veteran, you'll have to put money down. But the other keeps their cash and uses it for life, repairs, investing, travel, or just simply peace of mind. So how qualifying works is very simple. People overthink it. Qualifying for a VA loan with zero down payment is not about perfect credit, it's about being reasonable. Lenders are going to look at several things. Number one is your income. You do have to have a job to get a VA loan. Your credit scores, although it'll be very high, it's 580. Your current debt structure, and of course your eligibility to make sure you have the eligibility required that a lender's going to need for a VA loan. So they're asking one main question: does this payment make sense for this person? You don't need perfect credit. You don't need to be debt-free. You just need solid, realistic picture. And how important is that for you to understand that you qualify for before you fall into love with a house? You don't want to buy the house first, get pre-approved first. So let's clear a few things up that I hear all the time. Myth number one: zero down is risky. And that's simply not true, not when it's done through the VA loan. Myth number two is sellers won't accept VA offers, and of course that's also false. It used to be true a lot, today not really, especially with good representation on real estate and mortgage side. Number three, you're going to be house poor, only if you buy more than you should. And that's why we want to talk about your planning issue, not a loan issue. The good news is zero down doesn't mean zero responsibility. It just means a smarter way of using your benefits. You still have to pay taxes, insurance, and all the other things on a traditional loan. But here's something most people don't think about. When you buy zero down, you start building equity immediately. You're protected from rising rents, like if you're renting an apartment. You lock in housing costs, you lock in your rate, you can always refinance if rates come down. You keep your liquidity, which is huge. People say cash is king, and I believe that. And just imagine how different your financial life could look 5 years from now if you stopped renting today. How would you feel instead of paying rent, somebody else's rent, you're paying yourself? So again, I'm not sure this is for you, and that's okay, but here's what I am sure of. You deserve to understand your options. Zero down isn't a trick, it's a tool. And tools only work when they're used intentionally. And so just out of curiosity, what's holding you back right now from looking to buy? Is it lack of information or lack of confidence? We can help you with both of those things. And hey, before you go, I want to give you something that could really help you. If you're shopping for a mortgage or thinking about shopping for a mortgage, or you're planning to in the near future or sometime this year, I put together a simple, very easy to read consumer guide called The Truth in Lending. It breaks down exactly how lenders price loans, how to compare quotes the right way, what fees actually matter and when you can negotiate, and how to actually avoid getting overcharged for a mortgage. There's no fluff, there's no jargon, just the stuff I wish every buyer knew before starting to shop for a home loan. And because you've watched the video all the way to the end, I want to give it to you for free. So just comment your email below and I'll get it to you out ASAP. Use a kind of a cheat sheet anytime you're comparing lenders, which I recommend that you do, or trying to make sense of rates and fees. I've been doing this for over 40 years, since 1985, and I promise you this guide will save you time, money, and a whole lot of stress. So if you want the truth, and I mean the real truth about how to shop for the best mortgage, go grab your free copy now. Enjoy it. If you have any questions, you always know where to find me. Thanks for listening.